And good day again. It's a sunny day. I must say it's a sunny day. It's almost the end of winter in South Africa. And you remember last weeks back we spoke about Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. And we predicted, I was with Peter Leopeng, a brother, a friend, a mentor. And we predicted though that the fight will end with a win verdict for Terrence Crawford. And it went as such, but it wasn't on points. It was too short. And but our predictions were right. And today I'm rolling the camera with our own, a friend of the show.
I like that, rolling the camera.
You know,
I like that,
a friend of the show, and we here on In the Ring with Dida. And today I'm, as I said, rolling the camera with Peter Leopeng. And good day, Luna.
Luna, how are you, Luna?
I'm great.
I see you just worked out now, so you're looking nice and fresh.
I work for this camera, Luna. I just want to look good in the camera.
Good.
Yeah. And Luna, last it's 2 weeks back.
Yeah.
Before Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fight, we predicted the fight.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. In fact, you predicted. At that time, I was still on the fence and saying, I'm not sure it's going to be a draw. But later, I'm glad that now I changed my mind.
Yeah.
At the last moment, and I said to Terrence Crawford was going to win.
Say a wise man always changes his mind.
Exactly.
And Duna, and Duna, you know, for me, I watched the fight. I wasn't happy. It was an embarrassment to boxing, I must say.
No, you're right, Nduna. Almost this fight reminds me almost of Garcia, that young man Garcia, and Tank Davis.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
You know, it was hyped as a big fight. Wow, this is going to happen and everything, and it goes there, and it was almost like a mismatch.
Yeah, it
right?
appeared as a mismatch.
Yeah. So in this one also, if you really, it was in a way a mismatch. Because Errol Spence did nothing really that said this fight was close. You know, it was a great fight. It was like a unification. Because remember, this was for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. So we expected, you know, a little bit more, almost like Sugar Ray Leonard when he fought Tommy Hanks. That was for the undisputed, and then the fight lived up to the hype. But this particular one, when Spence went down in the second round, I remembered your words. You said Spence is too big for a welterweight, probably struggling with weight, and as the fight continues, right, it's going to catch up with him.
Sure.
And it caught up with Spence much earlier than that, in fact. But the second round in Apom, he was dropped in the second round. So, you know, this guy is supposed to be bigger, supposed to be stronger. He's a natural welterweight. He's fighting a guy who was coming from lightweight, junior welter, and then welter. So, you know, what is happening?
And Terrence Crawford is not big,
no.
He's not well built.
No, he's not. You know, but he's fit. You can see, like, he works out. He's fit.
Yes.
But he's not body-wise and strength-wise. You can say.
I mean, compared to Spence.
Yes.
Spence is a bigger guy.
Solid. He's very solid guy. That's right. Yeah. And that's what we thought was going to happen. You know. And we predicted that it was going to be a points win for Terrence Crawford. Yes. But Terrence was just.
We predicted an equal fight. Yeah. So I personally thought Spence was going to lose the later rounds. Yes. You know, he was going to, but Terrence Crawford was going to get much stronger as the round.
Exactly. But now he was strong right from the opening.
From the second round, Duna. That round, he looked weak.
He was weak, yes, yeah.
His knees couldn't take him any further. So, Duna, I must say, we predicted that because we never thought. So, because the cause of this might be Terrence Errol Spence
yes.
shed a lot of weight.
Yeah.
even on the week of the fight.
Yeah.
You understand? Even on the week of the fight,
Yeah.
he was struggling with weight.
Exactly.
And that might be the cause of what happened.
One of the causes.
One of the
One of the causes, because yes, subsequent to the fight, there was a doctor, a neurosurgeon, who came around and then spoke about Errol Spence, right? He's a medical doctor. His wife is also a medical doctor, and then he says the wife said, "What's wrong with when Errol Spence was stepping into the ring?" You are saying, "No, but what's wrong with this guy? He does not look okay. His eyes are not looking okay. There's something wrong with him." Right? And this neurosurgeon, this medical doctor now, says it stems from the two accidents that Errol Spence had.
Sure.
Right? Because the first one, it was a terrible, terrible accident. His car was traveling at over 100 miles an hour, and it rolled several times. Sure. How he survived out of that, no one knows.
Sure.
But the question was now, what effect did that have on the man's health?
Sure. Hey, Ndona, you know what? And I can agree with the doctor because Spence was never himself, or was not himself actually in the fight.
Not at all.
You know,
he was just not in the fight.
The past two fights before this main Crawford fight,
yes,
he looked fine. Against
Ugas, yes, and against Danny Garcia.
And
those are the two fights that he had after the accident. And he was supposed to have a fight with Manny Pacquiao. And just a week before, 2 weeks before that fight, he was diagnosed with a detached retina.
Sure.
And he had to undergo that operation.
And Dona, I checked his eyes actually. The doctor shows his eyes as he enters the ring.
Yes.
One eye looks squinted, Dona.
No, that's not that. Yeah.
One eye looks squinted, and I suppose it's the eye that was
the one that
that went through operation.
Was done, yes.
You know, and now the question is, will he continue or must he continue to box? That's the question.
That is the question, and because also you remember there was a rematch clause with Terrence Crawford.
Yes.
But now for me there's several issues around that. Firstly, as you rightly pointed out, Terrence Crawford can still make 147, right?
Okay.
Comfortably.
Yeah.
But Errol Spence is too big now. He wants to move to 154, junior middleweight.
And I guess it showed in this fight, Ndona. It
showed. So, but there's several issues there. 154, we know there's an undisputed champion there, right? Jamal Charlo.
Yeah.
But Charlo now is moving up now, which is really surprising. He's moving from junior middle
to super
middle to go and challenge Canelo Alvarez. And then also, don't forget that Jamal Charlo and Errol Spence are in the same stable. Right. So now there's the guy.
They're sparring partners, actually.
Yeah, sparring partners. Yeah. Yes. So now he's moving up to, that is now Charlo, moving up to super middle. So that means that title is going to become vacant.
It's the 3 titles, ne?
4. Yeah. He was undisputed, yet all the titles.
Yes.
Jamal Charlo. So now at least something will open up there. So what this guy is hoping, Errol Spence, is that the title will be vacant and he can fight for one of those titles against Terrence Crawford. So he wants that rematch to happen at 154. But after we saw what happened, I don't care where the fight is going to take place. It can go up to any weight that Errol Spence wants. He will still lose. I don't know about you. Look, you're a trainer, you're a former boxer. You can say the way he lost against Crawford. Do you think it matters at what weight they're going to fight and whether it's going to make a difference?
You know, Ndona, it might make a difference. It might make a difference because I'm thinking, like I said, Ndona. To me, you know, that's an opinion, but it happens to a boxer. What happened to to Spence
Yeah.
happens to boxers who reduce a lot of weight.
Yes, yeah.
You struggle, Nduna.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you've said as well, it you know, the brain in Nduna, it's flowing in water, right? There's water inside you.
That's right. Yes, yeah.
Your head.
Exactly.
When we say someone is dehydrated, Nduna, when you reduce a lot of weight, what are you doing to the water in the brain?
Wow.
So you lose it as well. You know, and I must say, I think number one, Terrence Crawford is damaged, right? I mean Errol Spence.
Errol Spence, yeah.
Yeah,
Firstly, from the accident, yeah.
From the accident,
Yeah.
he's damaged, and this fight made it worse.
Made it worse. Yeah.
You know, it made it worse. And Terrence Crawford, it showed in the fight.
Yes.
Right? I thought it was going to happen in later rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
But he got weak earlier in the fight.
Early, very
it
early
means
in the fight.
he lost a lot of water.
Yes, yeah.
You know, and I remember, Nduna, in boxing, you lose weight. It takes you, let's say, 8 weeks to work on losing weight.
Right.
But to recover, they only give you 24
24
hours.
hours now to recover.
Will you really recover?
that's-
So, Errol Spence had not recovered when he fought on the day of the fight. He had not recovered at all. And you could see, Nduna, those punches, some of those punches they didn't look like hard punches, Nduna.
Yeah, yeah. But they dropped him.
But they dropped him.
They dropped
so now, as a junior medal, a super welter,
Yeah.
I think he'll fight better. He'll have more strength, and he won't be dehydrated as he was in this fight, in the previous fight with Crawford. So I think he will be much better. But Nduna, you know what? Those punches landed fully flushed.
So see the damage that they did
it
now.
says,
Spence,
so it
Spence
says
face, yeah.
Crawford did his homework.
Yeah.
He knew which punches to throw and when to throw them, and they made a lot of damage. So he might do that in their you know their super welterweight fight, but he's still going to win.
Yeah. You're a trainer yourself, you know, you train boxers and then you let them go into the ring. If you were in Spence's corner, would you have stopped the fight earlier or what? Because there's some people say that Derek James should have jumped in and stopped
I wouldn't have waited for the referee, Nduna, to
You would have stopped the fight?
I would have, because honestly speaking,
Yeah,
there was no way that
Yes,
Errol Spence was going to come back from those knockdowns.
Exactly.
There was no way, Nduna. He looked very weak.
He was weak.
Errol Spence looked very weak in that fight. That's why I'm saying, Nduna, it was a disgrace for boxing.
No, it was. Like we said when we started here, that it was for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world.
Yeah.
So you expect like the fight to be very, very competitive.
Firecrackers.
And competitive.
Yes.
Both boats maybe going this way or going
Yes.
It never
Yes.
went this way or that way. It just went one way.
That's true.
Just one way.
That's
and
true.
then that was just like that. Spence was really, really being hammered, and it was not good for boxing. You're right. It was one of those fights that we had. But nevertheless, it happened. He lost, and then we will hear now what's going to happen going forward. Whether they
And then Nduna, you know, I just wanna which fight was an undisputed fight, the awaited fight, the most awaited fight, the most fight that people wanted to see. I know we were anticipating crackers with that Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
Yes.
You know, we thought it was gonna be the fight.
Yeah.
You know, and it you know. Okay, Mayweather is Mayweather, but so Nduna, which fight can you remember that that
lived up to the hype?
To the hype, Nduna,
Of yes, undisputed. I still go back to the Sugar Ray and Leonard and Tommy Hanks, right? Because Sugar Ray was the WPC champion.
The round 14 knockout.
Yeah, round 14.
Okay, yes.
That was for the undisputed championship. That was in the two belt era that time.
And Sugar Ray was behind on points.
Wow, no,
on that
he
fight.
was losing that fight. He was like whatever 14th, and in the 13th round, I mean, before the beginning of the 13th round, his trainer Angelo Dundee told him, I said, boy, son, you are blowing it.
You are blowing, yes, I remember that.
And Sugar Ray mentions that, remember in his book, he mentions that thing. He said, it is not just the weights we are blowing it. It was the way
he said it.
He said it.
Yeah.
That now, it sparked something happened in him, and then he knew
that thing was that we always talked about Nduna. We
That
don't know what the thing is, but
it is between a boxer and, and the trainer.
But it rises the magma. That thing rises the magma somehow.
Exactly.
You know?
Yes.
Nduna, you know what? We get disappointed with fights, especially nowadays.
We do.
There's good fighters, but when those fighters have to meet, they always disappoint.
Yeah.
From Mayweather, Pacquiao, Mayweather did what he had to do to win
the fight. That's right. And then we spoke also about the Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis fight. Also,
that was a disappointment.
And it was PM disappointment. And now
there's
Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence.
And Nduna, now you mention another fight. That's the coming up fight. Charlo and Alvarez.
How do you see that one, by the way?
Nduna, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that. Nduna, Charlo is from super welterweight.
Yes.
He's from super welterweight. He's a champion
at the moment. No, he's undisputed. Yeah.
Champion there.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with being ambitious as a fighter.
Mm-hmm. And going up to because now he skipped the middleweight division, which is held by his brother.
Yes.
His twin brother.
That's 72 kilograms.
That's right. And from there he went straight to super middle against
a natural super middleweight. Yes. He has beaten every super middleweight fighter.
Right. He's undisputed. He's sitting there. He's undisputed. Here's my prediction. I'm not gonna go over that one. I don't see Charlo finishing the fight.
I don't think
knocked out by Canelo Alvarez
because of strength.
Yeah.
Canelo Alvarez is very strong there.
He's very, very strong there.
He's
very, very strong.
Yeah. Remember, Canelo knocked out light heavyweights.
Yes.
He knocked out light heavyweights.
That's right. And he was even talking about going to cruiser.
Yeah.
Remember he wanted to challenge.
He tried there.
Yes, but to challenge Junior Macab. And he was going to knock Junior Macab out.
Yeah, I think so.
But I think he was going to knock him out.
Yeah. No, I think so. I think so. More than Junior's head. It's Junior is soft now, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know if he'll come back from there.
But Jack knocked him out and then to win the WPC cruiserweight title. So he's not a.
So my predictions, Nduna, on Charlo Alvarez, I'm with you there. I don't think Charlo will make it.
No, I don't think so too. But now this coming week, Nduna, right now this week, in 2 days' time, whatever, Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Dylan White. But the old story of performance enhancing drugs. Dylan White, they fought before, by the way.
Yes, I remember.
Fought before,
and Dylan White was beaten. Yes.
Yeah. So it was gonna be a rematch. He tested positive, even though he's still denying that he doesn't know what happened, but he denies. But okay, then the fight was cancelled. Now listen to this. Now you tell me that I don't think this happened in boxing. And then there's this guy, Robert Helenius. He's a heavyweight. He's 39 years of age. He's called the Scandinavian Nightmare. We saw his last fight when he fought Deontay Wilder. He was knocked out in the first round.
I remember that, yeah.
Right, by Deontay Wilder. But then Deontay Wilder is Deontay Wilder, We know now he's really got a big punch. Now listen to this, this guy, Robert Helenius, fought this past Saturday. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, he fought this past Saturday. And He fought, and after he fought, I don't know whether it was after or before, just shortly.
How did
and he was
the
told
fight
that,
go?
listen, he won by knockout in the 3rd round.
Okay.
And they said to him, look, 6 days later, you are fighting, you're going to replace Dillian Whyte, you are fighting Anthony Joshua. So that fight is taking place. Sure. I listened to what's his promoter again?
Eddie Hearn.
Eddie Hearn, yeah. Eddie Hearn saying that they chose him because after that, when Dillian Whyte tested positive, they had options.
Yeah.
Now who can we choose now?
Yes.
Take a short notice, because this is like what only 6
days,
days
yeah.
notice. 6 days notice. Then they said, okay, let's take Robert Helenius, and his reasons, that is now Eddie Hearn, is that
he only fought 3 minutes.
Yeah, he did 3 rounds, and he was in shape.
Yeah.
And so he can't come with an excuse and say, no, look, I didn't know that I had the fight. It took me at short notice. So he says, no, the guy is in shape, so they want him to fight. But now listen to what he said also, Eddie Hearn. He says, no, but the only problem that they have with Anthony Joshua, right, in the camp, is that now this guy, firstly, is a substitute. And we know what happened in the first loss of Anthony Joshua. He's supposed to fight big baby, Jamel. What is his name again? Darrell, whatever. Yes. And they changed the opponents right at the last moment. They brought in Andy Ruiz.
Sure.
And Andy Ruiz stopped him. So they're worried about that. That just changing opponents at the last moment might just mess them up. But nevertheless, they took the fight, and then they say no. Also, he was not Robert Helenius. He was he's a big guy. He's a very, very big guy.
But Nduna, let me ask you this question. Don't you think? Preparing for a fight takes a lot from a boxer more than of their fight itself.
Yes, yeah. All the work is done in the gym.
A lot, dude.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's gonna also affect Robert Helenius?
I don't know.
Because because he might have fought three rounds only.
Yes, knocked out his opponent.
But most boxers, a boxer actually needs enough rest before taking another fight. Right. Now it's 6 days.
6 days. 6 days.
He's prepared for the fight that he just fought. Let's say
we know what's happening here. Obviously, they're trying to push Anthony Joshua. Just give him easy fights and and then he's gonna fight and then whatever. Don't bring an opponent that can beat him, right? Even with Andy Ruiz,
especially after
Andy Ruiz,
I remember.
Shape, whatever they said. Okay, here is this thing. Now you're gonna knock him out, and then this is your debut. That is for Anthony Joshua in America. You're gonna knock this guy out, and then wow, it's gonna be spectacular. And it wasn't that way. So we'll see what happens. But I'm not looking forward to that fight. Oh yeah, this is what they were worried about also. He said that is now Eddie Hearn said Anthony Joshua complained that they're going to compare him with Dillian Whyte, with Deontay Wilder. Wilder, Anthony Joshua. He said no, but Deontay Wilder knocked this guy out in the first round. So if I don't knock him out in the first round, people are going to say, you see, then you're not a good boxer because look at Deontay Wilder. Why can't you
already that's gonna work in his mind?
That's what's going to work in his mind. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Eddie Hearn told him, that is Anthony Joshua, that no, don't worry, just go out there, win the fight. Don't worry about people comparing you with Deontay Wilder. But people are the guy is 39 years old. That's not young. And he's been knocked out in the first round. I don't know, whatever. We'll see. But so that's what is happening on Saturday. That's one of the
and with Anthony Joshua, you don't know what to predict in Nduna because he was knocked out by a substitute.
Yes.
And we don't know. But Helenius in Nduna, I had no opportunity to see how he fights because he was knocked out very quick by
we didn't see anything, we didn't see much.
Just we didn't see much.
Boom. The fight is over. Let me see. Wait a minute. What the hell is
so I don't know. But again, AJ in Nduna, he's a different boxer. For me, he's soft for a heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know, he's soft for a heavyweight, and his opponents are handpicked.
Yes.
You know, so, and another thing, I see a soft boxer for that. That's why even the WBC champion, who's not the Ukrainian.
Yeah. Usyk.
That's why it was easy to beat him, because
Usyk
I think
beat
he
him
was
twice. That's right, in a row, and
you know,
he couldn't
and
take it. Yes, yeah. Talking of Usyk, very, very interesting. Usyk is defending against Daniel Dubois.
hey, Dona, yeah.
So now, how do you see that one that going? Dubois is young, 25, 21,
Yes.
26 years old. We know what you saw what he did to our own Kevin Lerena.
Yes, and
So,
you predicted it.
Yes.
You, yeah.
And yeah, got somehow into trouble with
So, and Duna.
But
right.
yeah, but how do you see that one going?
I see Usyk winning
On points.
on points.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a big punch to knock Dubois out.
Yes.
That's not
Is
number.
it-
But he's so skillful, Duna.
He's
He's
very
super
skillful.
skilled.
Yeah.
Compared to Dubois.
Yeah. And
Dubois is a
he's
power
he's
puncher.
southpaw, yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's Dubois is gonna have a lecture of his life.
Yeah. I saw the
And
press
how
conference.
do you see it, Duna?
I saw the press conference, and then Dubois was just saying, no, I'm going to knock you out. I'm going to knock you out, because he's a big guy. By the way, he's promoted by Warren.
Banduna, whoever knocked Usyk out?
No, Usyk has never lost.
Whoever, yeah. I mean, you.
Usyk. He's smaller, obviously, yes.
Yeah.
Because he comes from a cruiserweight.
Yes.
But he's a clever boxer.
He's smaller, he's faster.
Fast, and he's a southpaw.
Yes.
That creates
And
problems for
skillful.
boxers. And skillful. So, if you like, maybe say what's going to happen, take Anthony Joshua before he lost to Usyk. That Anthony Joshua, and take Daniel Dubois. Of the two now, at that time now, who would you have picked as a better boxer?
Take Anthony Joshua.
And Daniel Dubois. Who between them at that time was a better boxer?
Dubois.
Dubois is a better boxer.
Yeah.
So if you say that, then that means, okay, maybe he's got a chance now to beat.
I've never
Usyk.
seen
But I don't think
Dubois
he
fighting a distance. So so I don't know, because boxing is about stamina as well, don't you?
Yes.
I'm very sure that Usyk can go 12 rounds.
Yeah.
Same strength,
Yeah.
same momentum.
Yeah, we've seen him. 24 rounds.
Yeah,
with Anthony Joshua.
I don't know with Dubois. That's why I'm saying Usyk will definitely win.
Yeah,
Usyk can take a punch.
Yeah.
We've seen him many times,
Yeah.
Luna.
It's very, very interesting. Now that's another fight that is very interesting. And Anthony Joshua was supposed to fight Deontay Wilder in December. Is that fight still going to take place?
Yo, Dona. You know what? That's gonna be the end of Anthony Joshua. It's gonna kill his. It's gonna kill his confidence.
Yeah.
He's not gonna want to box anymore.
Yeah.
He's gonna think he's a useless boxer.
Yes.
Because you see, with Deontay,
Yeah.
Dona, Deontay's punch. I know, that's what I said before. Anthony is a soft heavyweight, Dona.
No, there's a set of evidence. Right. Yes.
Yeah. You remember there was a gentleman called Big John Tate.
Yes.
That's what I compare him with.
Yeah.
He's not a heavyweight. That's
solid.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yes.
Rough and tumble.
Yes.
Guys like Mike Tyson.
That's it.
Yes.
And you look at Deontay. Deontay, he's hungry. Yeah. He's hungry. He punches like a hungry boy, a hungry young boy who wants bread. That right of his.
Yes.
If he catches Anthony is not going to make it. I'm definitely sure about it.
Yeah, so that is the one fight. This guy, obviously, Usyk will be defending his titles. Remember now, he's a unified
a heavyweight. Yes.
And Daniel Dubois is the WBA champion.
Which WBA?
Yeah,
the real WBA or interim?
No, that's another problem with this alphabet companies, because now it's like a
Fury has
Fury's WBC.
WBC, ne?
Yes.
And then Dubois WBA.
WPA.
Then IBF and WBO.
They've got their own, they call them champion in recess or whatever they call them, interim champion or something like that. Yeah. But now, he is a WPA champion. When he fought Kevin Lerena, he was defending against that title.
Wow.
Yeah, so now he's going to fight the unified champion in Usyk, right? And then if he wins, then he becomes a WPA champion. So he's defending the WPA. Usyk is defending his WPA champion.
Yes.
Yeah. So because now Dubois was the #1 contender in the WPA.
Wow.
So they're going to fight. So that fight is going to be interesting. We're going to see now what happens. But another one that is interesting, Joe Joyce. Remember Joe Joyce beat Daniel Dubois?
Yeah.
First loss.
Yeah. His only loss actually, right?
His only loss was
yes.
So Joe Joyce fought Zilal Zhang. Remember that?
I remember Zilal Zhang.
And he was stopped. He was stopped by Zilal Zhang. Zilal Zhang also
is a huge
guy.
Yes, I remember him.
Yeah, and so he matched in terms of height and size.
Yeah.
He matched
Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce is a big guy. So now they're fighting. Yes, they're fighting at this thing on next month, on the 23rd of next month.
Sure.
In a rematch. Joe Joyce has got only his record 25 wins. Only one loss and then one draw.
From Zen. His only loss from Zen.
Exactly. So that's going to be another interesting one.
Sure.
Now, as far as Deontay Wilder is concerned, Deontay Wilder is talking about against Ruiz. And do you see Ruiz, Nduna?
Ruiz Nduna is getting in shape.
No,
he's getting in shape.
I've never seen him really that looking that good.
Yeah, he's really in shape. I think he's serious about boxing now. He's getting more serious about it. He's taking it serious.
Because he's skilled.
He's a skilled,
good boxer.
Quick hand speed. He's got, he is a good boxer.
So if he can survive against Deontay Wilder, he can survive any big punches from Deontay Wilder.
But right? he fought. Who's that guy from? He's from.
Yes, one of those. Yeah, we can check it. Yes, yeah, and he beat him on
point.
On point.
Yes. So I think he can survive. Boxer. That's a heavy puncher.
Yeah.
That's a heavy puncher. The guy who lost to Deontay on I think on the 8th round.
Yes.
No, but it was a close fight. It was a good fight actually.
Yes.
You know, he's a punch as well. So
Luis Ortiz.
Yes. Ortiz. Yeah.
Yeah, so, he dropped him, remember?
Yes, he dropped him. Yes.
So Ortiz is not a.
He's a big and solid heavyweight fighter.
Yeah.
So I think Ruiz Nduna has a chance in the heavyweights
against Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I think he has a chance. Yeah, because he's a powerful puncher as well.
No, he is.
He punches hard.
Yeah, if ever, whatever you doubt, go and ask Anthony Joshua.
Yes.
He'll tell you that.
So, So, but I think the heavyweight is looking good, Nduna. It's looking
good.
It's looking good. We don't know.
Interesting fights coming up.
The contenders are great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then coming back to South African boxing in Nduna, what firstly Lamati.
Nduna, they're unfortunate. Nduna, will he ever fight again, Nduna?
Well, according to his promoter, Larry Weinstein, I spoke to him. Larry says no, he does not think he should come back. But again, Nduna, he shouldn't. He shouldn't come back.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy was not knocked out, but he collapsed after the fight was stopped, and he was in hospital for how long? Intensive care, and people at some stage they were not even sure whether he was going to make it or not. So how do you come back from there and then want to come back and fight?
No. This is sad news, Nduna, because boxers, they are only source of income.
Yes.
You know, Lamati was a full-time boxer.
He's a full-time boxer, yes, and he was undefeated.
No, he was undefeated.
But here's the thing, Nduna, for me that really was really pertinent about this whole fight. I saw the fight, he was losing, and I was commenting and saying, oh, this guy is losing the fight, he's not doing anything and whatever. And there was no doubt he was on his way to losing the fight on points. But his corner, in the 12th round, they threw in the towel and stopped the fight. Now, many corners could have said, no, let him just finish off. At least it's a loss, but it will only be on points. You know, a loss on points is better than
a stoppage.
A stoppage.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and this is where really I commend a guy like Colin Nathan, you know, to have the foresight and see that, you know what, there's no need now to continue with the fight when you can see this boxer was beaten. And he stopped the fight. And immediately after they stopped the fight, Lamati collapsed, went to the hospital, and then was in the intensive care for more than 2 weeks.
So that's
fighting for his life.
A good corner man, though.
It's a good corner man.
You know,
it's a very, very good corner man. Because
imagine now if he was to get knocked out.
Exactly.
Or he might not even.
Yeah, he might not have made it. He might not have made it. But now he's
because it only shows he was seconds.
Yeah.
You know, away from.
In fact, one punch away, another big punch maybe on the head, he was gone. He was gone.
This is sad, and I think corner men have to understand that, when to throw in the towel.
They have, and if ever we can recall, back in history, a similar fight, Brian Mitchell fighting Chigok Morake. At the end of the 11th round, Chigok Morake was finished. In fact, he was losing the fight. He was just losing the fight. In their fourth fight, it was the four times Brian Mitchell against Chigok Morake.
Yeah.
And then in the fourth fight, 11th round, Chigok Morake was finished. He just said, I can't continue. I'm dead. His corner pushed him. No, just finish off at least, it's only one round, just finish off and everything.
This is sad,
Bad mistake. He went in there, Brad Mitchell got him, whatever, and then he got knocked out, and he never recovered, and then lost his life. So if maybe his corner had listened to him, or they had the foresight maybe to say, listen, this guy is finished, there's no point in going to the 12th round, right? Why going to the 12th round? You've already lost the 11 rounds, there's no way you're going to win.
You're still going to lose. Yeah.
So let's stop the fight, as they say, he who fights.
Sometimes as corner men,
pride.
People use their ego. Their ego more. That he loses, then I'm gonna look bad or something like that, like that. And now you're causing someone.
Exactly.
It's life.
And worse when the boxer tells you that no, I can't continue. I'm finished.
Yes.
You say no, go. Just only the one round. Just whatever.
Sometimes when a boxer tells you, I guess you sometimes think that he thinks he's tired, but But if a boxer loses, he was going to lose anyway.
He was losing all the rounds. He was just losing. You were just not going anywhere.
This is bad, Nduna. And, I thought about it this morning. Yeah. I don't know why you mentioning that, because I thought about that fight.
Yeah.
But I was asking myself, if Jacob was still alive, what would he be doing, in boxing?
Oh,
because, I'm thinking we do have the Dingan Tobelas, the Buyani
Bungus, Sugar Boy Malingas, former
but
champions,
Jacob was going to be younger than them, older than them.
Yes, that's right.
And I'm asking myself, what would he be doing in boxing at the moment? And it is said that we're losing boxers, and through our corners, our corner men.
Yes,
it is very sad, Nduna, because I want to mention one corner man that you mentioned, Colin Nathan. He's done it many times. He stopped fights many times.
Yes, another famous one was when he stopped Henry Butler. Henry Butler's fight when he lost in Russia in the 10th round.
Yes.
Henry Butler was defending his titles, and then Colin Nathan said, look, let's stop. You're not winning this fight. There's no way you're going to come back against this guy, so let's rather stop the fight. And that's one of the stoppage losses for Heki Butler. But it was a good move, because after that he came back. Now he's going to be fighting for the world title now.
And he's sound. He's sound, because it takes only a minute of punishment, Dona, to take a life in boxing.
Yes, take a life in boxing. Just one punch.
Boxing is a very delicate sport.
Yeah, it's a dangerous sport.
Very
People
dangerous.
must just know that, okay, you play all the other sports, but you don't play boxing. Boxing is not playing.
Ish.
It's a serious.
Nduna, you'll scare boys. You'll scare boys. You'll scare boys away from boxing.
No, but as long as now they're taking precautions, and you know yourself, and you got to be.
But that's the whole truth. That's the whole truth.
That's the whole truth. It's like that. You've been there.
That's why you don't climb the ring when you're unfit.
You're unfit, exactly. Yeah.
So Nduna, Motona, the South African Nduna, he just lost, and Ndongeni. You spoke with him, Nduna, and
yes.
For me it was an insinuation, and it was unnecessary.
Yes, unnecessary.
Because
but let's tell our viewers here what happened to us was that he had a fight scheduled in America.
Yes.
Right, and and then so it was good. And he was going to get a lot of money and good fight. At that time, he had only lost twice.
Yes.
Right, against
Devin Haney
when he
and
won the points.
Prince
and
Long.
Prince Long.
Yeah.
Right, which was on a big upset when he lost two.
Yes.
And then, so he was going to fight. So now I asked him, I said, hey man, what's happening with your fight and everything? And then he responded, I said, no, I'm not going to publish anywhere where I'm fighting, because there's some nasty South African fans who say they wish that you can be knocked out.
But I wonder who said that, Nduna.
No. It's just fans. Fans are just fans.
And why
on social media
take heat fans are fans, Nduna. They can say whatever they want.
Exactly, they can say anything they want. There's a haters, others. So they said that to him, and he said no. As a result, he's not going to tell anyone where he's going to fight and when, because he doesn't want all these negative wishes from people telling him that he's going to lose against the guy. But in the meantime, that fight was postponed, and then he had to take what he thought was an interim fight against a novice of 10 fights.
Yes.
10 fights.
Yes.
Undefeated.
Yeah.
They called him in.
I don't know if that not doing it in secret
helped.
Really helped.
Exactly.
Because
they were in secret, and he went on.
So I don't know if it really helped Nduna. Kholisani is a good boxer.
He's a good boxer.
I saw him, even his fight before that one.
Yes.
That he lost. He fought very well. He was fighting. Is it a Chinese guy or?
Yes, no, from the Philippines. Filipino guy.
A good boxer, Nduna.
Yeah,
he knocked a good boxer out.
He knocked him out.
And
he fought well in that fight.
So Nduna, would you say, because he lost now a fight, right?
Yeah.
He lost. I'm trying to check the name of that young man he lost to, because he's a young man. I think he's 21.
Yes, with only 10 fights.
Yes.
No, I'm going to get it here. It is.
Okay.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, here he is now. The guy that he lost to, by unanimous decision over 10 rounds.
Yes.
Ernesto Mercado. Right,
yeah.
The fight taking place on
unbeaten in 10 fights.
In 10 fights, yeah. The fight taking place on the 8th of July.
Yes.
So now that big fight that he was supposed to fight for now in America is off.
Yeah, because he lost.
Because he lost.
Yes. Yeah. And Ernesto, what is his name again?
Ernesto Mercado.
Ernesto, yeah, might be getting that opportunity now.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yes. But now to go and lose to a guy, look, Ndongeni's record now, 31 wins.
He's well experienced.
18 KOs.
He's well experienced.
To go and lose against a guy with 10 fights.
It happens, Ndona. How many fights did this guy, Devin Haney, have when he fought Ndongeni? I think he had
Devin Haney was about 20-0.
Devin Haney. 20-0. Well, that's better than 10,
That's right.
But I think Ernesto, I watched I looked at his amateur record. Yes. He's been in amateurs, he's well experienced.
Eastern European boxers, they
spend time in amateurs
and learn as much as they learn before turning professional. But yes, now I wanted to ask you this thing. So he lost now. Do you think now he'll be able to come back now, Ndongeni?
Yeah, but who is he going to fight? He will come back in South Africa. He will fight in South Africa. He might fight but I don't think his mind is here. Ndongeni thinks big. He's a boxer who thinks big.
Yeah, no, he thinks big. Yes.
But being superstitious is gonna work in his mind negatively, and I don't think he'll. You know, I'm sorry to say this, but when you're superstitious, Nduna, you will always think that something is happening, something wrong is happening somewhere.
Exactly.
You know,
and then that also comes from the fact that now he said he doesn't want to talk about his fights before because fans wish South African boxers bad, you know.
And Ndongeni, I know we talking here. We're not trying to attack you.
You are a good boxer.
Yes, you are a good boxer, yes. and you know we are on your side. We want you to be a champion, actually. But being superstitious, Nduna, a lot of fighters, especially African fighters, Nduna.
Yes.
They superstitious, Nduna.
Yes, and sometimes that can get into.
And it works against you, Nduna.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Being superstitious works against you. I remember Branomen says when Dingan was fighting, but they were fighting overseas. So Dingan, Nomen Klaban. So he says Dingan went to the loo, to the toilet
before the fight.
And yes, at the dressing room. Yeah. So when he passes the dressing room of the opponent.
His opponent, yeah.
And the opponent was drinking something. They were performing a ritual.
And Dingan saw that.
So yeah. So no man. Branomen is at the dressing room at the time. So when Dingan came, he saw something has changed with
Dingan.
Dingan.
Yes,
So he looks at Dingan and says, "What's wrong?" Say, Branoms, hey, ngati kunenkinga hii. Then he is asking, "What's going on?" Saying, "No, I just passed there. These guys are doing this." And he said, I took something. He says, I saw a Coca-Cola bottle.
Can, yeah.
Oh, a can, yes. So I rinsed it and I put some Coke on that. And he mixed Coke with something. I don't know with what.
That's no man now.
Yeah, and he said he had to
do something, yes.
To convince Dingan that you as well, you are strong.
Yes.
I'll give you this and it will make you strong. Yeah, he had to mix that and gave it to Dingan. And he said after that, that guy was beaten to a pump by Dingan. Like he beat him up. Like, you know, he worked. Dingan believed that thing worked.
Yes, that worked. Yes.
Yes, and I think being superstitious, Nduna, it's a problem.
It's a problem, yeah.
Because you go into the ring already thinking that you are weaker than that.
Yeah,
that guy.
at that guy.
That guy is stronger than you because he's put some stuff on
his,
you know. so yeah. But what you must say to Ndongeni is we don't know if Mayweather is putting some stuff, but we can tell you that Mayweather has never lost, and he has fought Argentinians, he has fought Mexicans, and
Puerto
you know, and there's rumors that those people are doing,
like that into ritual,
black magic, magic or Mexican magic.
Yeah. But don't believe it.
But he beat them.
He beat them.
Yeah, he beat them.
Yeah.
If that thing worked,
yeah. So Ndongeni, what I'm hearing here, no matter. What did I say here is that now don't take that thing too much to heart. You know, to say, oh, well, you know, this guy's done this thing, superstitious and everything like that. Don't do it. Is that now, do you think that's how you got knocked out by Prince Lom?
Yeah, you know what?
By the way, Prince Lom was not trained by you then?
No, he was training somewhere after that.
Okay,
I don't use.
He did train,
because maybe Prince might have lost if he was trained by me. So I must ask Ndongeni what he thinks.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you'll say Prince Lom, I saw him doing something.
Yeah, because he doesn't even want to fight Prince Lom.
Yeah, no.
Prince Lom now is a South African champion.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ndongeni will come back and say no. I'll have a warm-up fight. Super lightweight.
Oh, junior.
Welterweight, yeah.
And Ndongeni is a what now?
It's a junior welterweight.
A junior welterweight, yes. Yeah, but when he lost to Devin Haney,
he was a lightweight. Yeah.
But because
no,
he looks
he's big. He looks
big.
Big.
Too big for lightweight.
And I
don't know really how.
And he's not a short guy.
No,
he's
not a short guy.
Yeah.
No, he's quite a big guy. So maybe he needs to think about moving, because apparently also what I heard about this fight, that no, he was struggling to make weight. Either he struggled or
Ndongen?
Yeah, that couldn't even.
Then he must have been fighting as a lightweight.
He didn't even make the weight limit.
Yeah, but even if he won, then he was not going to get that opportunity.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, it's very, very sad. But we wish him luck. We hope that he overcomes this loss, goes on and gets the fight that he wanted to get, and then win.
Yeah, but here in essence, Ndona, we were talking. Initially, we were talking about Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, and what we wanted to make things clear to the people that why we thought he was going to lose and he was going to get weak. That's Errol Spence in the later rounds.
Yeah.
So and the reason is because Errol Spence is big. And Terrence Crawford is a natural welterweight. So if you're natural on your weight, you will get strong. And as the round goes on, you will get stronger because you're getting warmer. While the other guy who's bigger and not a natural welter he should a guy who should participate in a bigger weight division will get weaker. So we are disappointed. And that's what we want to say in essence, that we were expecting a lot from Errol Spence. We were expecting a big fight, but it never happened. But we are fine with that. We know what happens in boxing, but we wanted to, somehow educate the viewers about this, that weight does have, that weight is your first opponent. And if weight beats you, you must know that you will lose on a fight, especially to a credible fighter like Terrence Crawford. Ndona, you are getting more involved in boxing now. Yeah, and I rumors say you are organizing a tournament.
Yes,
tell us about that.
No, not really. I'm just trying. I'm helping this young boxer, Josh. His mother. Yufi Stadat decided to say, look, let me just take a promoter's license so that I can start, if anything, promoting my own son. Because my son is out there and then he's not getting fights. You know the story.
But how consistent is that gonna be now, Don? I thought you were involved. I know.
I'm helping him to put up their first tournament. But the good thing, is that now he got himself this thing, a very, very good sponsor.
But why do you say it's good, Don?
Because the sponsor has got money, and it's involved in this thing, in sports. So they're doing tournaments, soccer tournaments, they're doing other tournaments. So now they're getting, this is their first, this thing. It's called Shaka.
Yeah, I know. I actually know the guy. Right. Yeah. Yes. I actually know the guy.
Yes. So now he's the one who's going to be, and here's even the good thing. It's not a once-off thing.
Okay.
Right? It's going to be a series of tournaments. And the plan is that now they must have 6 tournaments
a year,
starting next year.
Wow, this is good for boxing, Ndona, and I'm
hoping this is what we want.
Boxing South Africa will support this, Ndona, because there's been a lot of scuffles in boxing, Ndona.
Yes.
The promoters. There's a National Promoters Association. There's the board that needs to be shuffled.
Yes, exactly. There's just so many politics in boxing, so many wrong things that are happening.
Yeah, I'm hoping because
it's not good for boxing.
Yes, it's not good, Ndona, because that spoils boxing, Ndona. Even if the promoters' intentions were good, Ndona.
Yes.
They just demoralized the promoter, you know. But what do you think will Ndona bring boxing back in the country? We're talking South Africa now. In the country, what do you think will bring boxing back? What should be done to bring boxing back, Ndona? Just in a nutshell.
Ndona, we need to have credible promoters. We need a credible BSA, right? So in short, the people running boxing, right? Not the boxers. The boxers are fine. There's nothing wrong. The problem is now with the people running boxing. BSA, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't think they're doing a good job. The promoters also, right? Some of them, because you see, that's the problem with promotion. And I spoke to Larry Weinstein. Larry says, and he's one of the successful promoters. He comes in, he says, okay, at first when you start, you don't make money. Don't go in there with the mentality that, oh, I'm going in there, I'm going to make money. Start first, building yourself up, and then the sponsors will come. Because that's where the money comes from, right? The sponsor wants to put their money on a good product.
Yes, I agree. I agree with you. But how does the sponsorship, I mean, let's say I'm a promoter, you are the sponsorship. Now, you don't see my promotion on TV. How do I going to guarantee you that you're going to get marketed? You're going to get good marketing if there is no broadcaster.
You see, it's a and chicken and egg situation, right? So now you've got to put on a good show that people will want to see.
Yes.
And if that is the case, television will want to show
because it's a good product.
It's a good product.
Yes.
It's a good product. And once it's on television, the sponsors now want their product to be shown on television. So that's just how it works. You have to start with a good product, and this is what young promoters right now, including Josh that I spoke about, is trying to do. Put up a good show, right? And after that's going to be easy for you to go to the sponsors and say, or television, and say, look at the
when they look at names that you put up,
this is good, and they want to get involved. So that's what we do. So the promoters must not go in there with the mentality of, oh, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to want to make money.
Yeah.
You know, just whatever. Yes, you'll make a little bit of money, but invest it back into boxing. Do a good job, and the sponsors will come running. You won't have to go looking for them.
So you put a good show, sponsorships will come.
Yes.
Now, here's a scenario. Now, right, we got two broadcasting companies in Ndona. Broadcasters, right?
Big ones,
Big ones in South Africa. We do have others, but big ones are SABC, with a South African broadcasting company. Am I right, Ndona?
Corporation.
Corporate, yeah. And then we have Supersport.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, with Supersport, Ndona, we need to know what are what qualifies a promoter to get Supersport showcasing their tournament. With SABC, I know they say you must have a national title fight or a provincial.
There must be like a title in your tournament, some kind of title.
Right.
Yeah.
So you get that, right? Now, I want to play devil's advocate. Now, in South Africa, SABC, so we're going to talk about SABC. SABC is associated with the government of South Africa.
That's right. Yeah. And BSA is also
BSA
SOE.
Yes.
It belongs to government. Yeah.
It belongs to government.
Right.
Now, what guarantees you that when you are a promoter, an upcoming a promoter like a student,
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
right? What guarantees you that you're going to get a show, your show broadcasted?
Okay. What Startup is doing?
Yes.
it's working with
this finger.
Yeah, it's in conjunction with the Vision View.
Okay.
We got all this, and then the Vision View is going to package the whole thing, and then probably maybe package it, and then it can be shown on SuperSport.
Okay,
right?
okay.
But Vision View is going to live stream the whole thing. The tournament will be live, right? Live streaming, and if it's good enough, I'm sure SuperSport will
love it. Yeah,
would like to take a package also and show it on their.
And in return, it might make money.
Exactly.
SuperSport might pay
that's content for them. That's right. Yeah. SuperSport might whatever. But also, the broadcaster also, if you put up a good show, they will buy. They will give you money now because now you're putting good content. But if your show is not good, you're not putting up a good tournament.
But okay, let's talk about SABC. Yes. How much do you think they would give you if you do such a show?
When you start, this is whatever. When you start, you tell them that you don't want anything. No,
I'm saying now they tell you that, because I heard that they giving something like 100,000.
Yes, and then why that figure? I mean, it's just a thumbs up figure.
Yes.
That's to say, 100,000, yeah. But that's where now you negotiate with them now. You negotiate them, I'm giving you content, guys. You're going to get viewers. People are going to watch and say, wow, this tournament is good. They're going to watch. So I'm giving you good content. But if I don't give you good content, it's going to be difficult to negotiate to say, okay, fine, give me so much.
Sure.
Yeah. So 100,000, maybe sometimes it'll be 200,000. 300,000.
Yeah, you'll get there, and you'll be able to pay the box as well.
Boxers, exactly.
Now,
Luna,
in South Africa we have a situation, right? The government, right? Okay, boxing, it's a government entity.
Yes.
Luna, right? It's run by the regulations of the government.
That's right.
Now, Nona, I just want to put you in a corner here, but
fine, Nona,
right. Now, you are doing a good show. The sponsorships that are watching and they want to support you. Do you think now, with all that we have in South Africa, all these challenges that we have in South Africa, with the I'm going to say straight, I don't want to beat about the bush. The ruling party. Nah? The ruling party, right? With the ruling party.
The ANC.
That's the umbrella of BSA. BSA is under there, right? Do you think sponsorships will come and say, no, let me give you money to promote boxing that is run by the ruling party? Did you think sponsorship? Do you think?
I hear what you're saying.
Let's say straight. Do you think? Because most white people are DA members in South Africa, right? They are DA members in South Africa. Most white people have Freedom Front. What is that?
Freedom Front.
Freedom Front.
Plus, yeah.
There's plus and what? Do you think? And most businesses, right, are anchored by white people in South Africa.
So, and we know white people have got money,
and
that's where the sponsorship is.
Yes, and that's where sponsor. Do you think they will sponsor boxing or your tournament when you are doing it, knowing that they will be actually in a way sponsoring the ruling party?
You're raising a good point. It comes in there, sponsorship. But if you are, and it's true. Sometimes yes, when you are white, you got privileges. And then and you do get sponsorship, because sponsorship want to be associated with, with some people in boxing. Unfortunately, sometimes it happens to be white. So politics come in. There's the ANC this side, and there's a good example. Because now, by the way, I didn't tell you. I'm also involved in another promotion and everything like that.
Yeah, Luna, you getting into boxing.
Yes. So what happens?
Well done.
What happens now is this: the municipality was going to sponsor a tournament in a certain area, right?
Okay.
But that area happened to be the DA. It was DA. In fact, the sponsors of the tournament is the DA-run municipality.
Okay.
And then the promoter got a venue in another place which is not run by the DA but run by by coalition there, or ANC and everything like that. So the DA was straight and said, look, we are not impressed. We don't want you to be hosting the tournament there. Come and host it on our side. So then there was a venue change. So yeah, politics does come into sport.
So politics does affect sports.
It does, 100%.
That's why boxing in South Africa is not doing.
So unfortunately, you know, yes, those things are there. And then there's also the issue of municipalities now giving out money to promoters. Right? So if you're not connected somehow, you don't get sponsorship from the municipality. So
it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard.
Our boxing is getting hard, Anduna, because now certain promoters are connected with the ruling party, and those are the promoters that get money.
You
know,
and we know some of them who they are. That,
it's fine.
Yeah. You're not going to mention that, yes. Yeah.
So boxing suffers.
Yes.
Because those promoters who are getting money, they're not going to give you, like now you can mention a name. Yes. You're not going to get, your boxer is not going to get a fight.
Exactly.
They're not going to involve your boxer there. So your boxer is getting victimized because of that.
Exactly.
So it's a problem, and we are appealing to the government. And I did this, you know. I appeal to the government to get fully involved.
Yes.
And know what's happening in boxing, because
and their message is directly to the Minister of Sport.
The Minister, yes, is
please take an keen interest in boxing, because things are not going right there. Just come in and try to get involved and see, you know, how we can help boxing get back to its feet.
Because honestly, even the minister knows, we have never been in this situation. We have only one world champion. World champion.
That's right.
In Sivenati Nochinga. One world champion. This has never happened in our country. And it shows that
several world champions.
There was a time we had Dingan, we had Vuyani, we had Petelo.
Exactly.
We had champions in South Africa, Nduna. That's what's happening now. It's Nduna, must I say a disgrace, a disaster, this is bad. This is all the bad things in one. You combine them. Exactly. This is what's happening. We came to the end of our show. Nduna, it's always a privilege.
Yes,
and you know,
and there's so much to talk about, and we'll continue really talking about these things.
Thank you.
And the good thing about it is that now we're not scared to talk about these things.
No, yes.
No one is going to tell us and say, don't say this, don't say that. And we're telling the truth.
Yes.
No, we're talking about the truth.
Yes, it's the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And don't forget that we are in for boxing. We love boxing. We just love boxing. Yeah. And we want boxing to do good.
To thrive in this country.
To thrive in Nduna and have more champions. Get back to where we were. The Dingan Tobelas must come again. You know, the young ones, the Vuyane Bungus. It's Petelo, what was his name? Zolani Petelo.
Yes, that's right,
And there was another one, Nduna, who said, I was talking about a black label, a beer. Yeah. He was an old man. What is his name again? He was from the Eastern Cape, Nduna. He was trained by...
I don't know. Yeah, yes, I remember him. I used to fight, whatever.
Yeah, he said he loves Zamalek, Nduna.
Yes.
We want champions back. We want those champions back. And Minister, please help. Please intervene. Yes. And yes, this is the end of our show, In the Ring with Dida. And I'm here with my brother. And we say ciao, ciao. The next time we see you, we'll be having some scuffins for you.
Yes.
That you may enjoy again.
Cheers, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, no, that's